Hey, everybody. Am I live? It didn't. I think I'm live. Hey, everybody. Howdy. I am in the Sugar Lump coffee shop. I'm stumbling over my words because I'm such a bad live streamer. But I'm here at the Sugar Lump coffee shop in Westcliffe, Colorado. I got my cowboy hat on because I'm just in the mood. I got my decaf Americano. See, it says decaf Americano. And I also have my orange Powerade right here. And I have my legal notepad as well with all my little notes and other crap. Let's do a live stream. I tried a live stream last night and it just didn't work out. I was only on for 5 minutes. There's one person who commented and I just wasn't in a good headspace. I'm watching Breaking Bad for the second time around. I'm doing a second go through. I watched it last summer, the whole series. I watched one episode a day, did a binge watch. Then I watched Better Call Saul, the whole series, twice. Now I'm going back. I'm watching Breaking Bad. I'm almost done with season 1. Let me tell you something. Breaking Bad, it might be the best show ever. It is that good. The intensity, the pace, the actual storyline is just crazy. It's really good. I think it's really good. I liken Breaking Bad to, I was thinking about this, the Breaking Bad versus Better Call Saul type stuff. Breaking Bad is like the masterpiece TV show, like one of the greatest ever. I'm convinced of that. All right. But then it's like, and it's kind of like this roller coaster. You ride this roller coaster and you're like, I know this roller coaster is just nuts and crazy. I'm ready for it. And it's intense and the writers keep a lot of tension in the story. You're just watching it. There's just this constant tension where you're like, I guess that's called suspense. I don't know if I guess it's similar to suspense, but you're kind of nervous watching it. All right. And then Better Call Saul is it's like going for a drive in the mountains on Sunday afternoon. And it's so scenic and it's so lovely. And it's like the dessert. Breaking Bad is the main course. And Better Call Saul is this sequel unto its own. And it feels like it's just as good, but it's like a dessert. So anyway, I'm watching Breaking Bad. You need to watch it. The finale was in 2013. Okay, from 2008 to 2013 is when the show transpired. It was 5 years, 5.5 seasons. That second season, the 5th season was split in half. There's 5A and 5B. Anyway, watch it. Especially because I lived in Albuquerque, and then hopefully I'm headed to Arizona next week. And I'm going to be driving through Albuquerque. And of course, I got to visit a few filming locations, probably some Better Call Saul filming locations, like the site of the shooting of Bagman. All right. And then there's by the way, spoiler alert, you can turn off the live stream right now or turn it off. All right. Spoiler alert. But there's in Bagman, in Better Call Saul, there's a spot where they push the car off the little ditch into the ditch. And then the site of the shootout. Then there's the site where Mike and Jimmy rest under a tree, kind of in the desert. Right? It's all in the Bagman. I want to visit all those spots. Okay? So, also more spoilers. Actually, I might be visiting more Better Call Saul sites, but there is the downtown area where Better Call Saul where Jimmy gets caught by the police in Omaha. All right. And he jumps into the dumpster. I want to go into that alley. All right. It's in downtown Albuquerque. And then there was another one. Oh, the spot where Jimmy drops his ice cream and he gets in the vehicle with Nacho and his partner. Remember that scene? And then there's the whole thing with the ants. And there's a montage with the ants. So I might go there too. So many filming locations to go to, you know. Hey, Agile, I'm doing all right. I'm in Westcliffe. I'm in, I guess this is my favorite coffee shop, the Sugar Lump. All right, I'm in the Sugar Lump. And I'm talking about how I'm watching through Breaking Bad again. This evening, I'm going to watch another 3 or 4 or 5 more shows because I got nothing to do. There's nothing to do in Colorado. It's like freezing cold and wonderful. All right, but there's really nothing to do here. So, so I might just I'm going to buy a pizza. I'm going to go, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a pizza. Maybe I'll get some chips. I don't know what I'm going to do. But this evening, I'm going to watch like 5 or 6 more Breaking Bad shows. Yeah. Yeah, you like Westcliffe? It's an all right town. I need to go. I haven't made a new video in, I think, 3 days. And for a little while there, every day, I was just pulling out my phone and just doing a video of the mountains. Just a little 45 to 60-second video. And then people were getting offended because I was saying, hey, if you live in Nebraska or Kansas or some state like that where you have no scenery, no mountains, no happiness, here's the mountains, you know? So anyway, I'm just talking. So just to finish up with the Breaking Bad thing and Better Call Saul, is there a filming location you'd like me to visit? I won't make any guarantees or promises, but I could possibly visit a filming location. All right. I really need to spend like a month in Albuquerque and just every day go to one place, you know? So make a little video. So, all right. One more spoiler alert. One more filming location I want to go to is the isolated desert road where Mike knocked down the truck with the rope. You put the rope across the highway, and the Cuckoo song was playing. All right, the Salamanca truck was cruising, and then Mike sabotaged the truck with that rope, and it busted the tires. All right, that scene is this isolated road in between Santa Fe and Albuquerque, west of I-25. It's, I don't know how many, 5-10 miles, maybe 15, 20 miles. But it's this isolated road. I found it on Google Maps thanks to this one blogger. So the Cuckoo ambush, I don't know what to call it, the Mike Ehrmantraut's ambush of the Salamanca truck. That scene is just killer. And so anyway, I'm going to go to all these isolated places. So anyway, okay, so there you go. Yeah, you got it, Agile. Yeah, hey, I got my Life is Best in the Desert shirt. Tubac, Arizona. Life is best in the desert. Agile, I need your wisdom. What should I do? I'm really thinking about going back to Arizona, leaving Westcliffe Wednesday. My money situation, I came back to Colorado because my income is not terrible, but it's not great and it's not good. It's average. All right. And usually when I go to Arizona, when I do my snowbird thing, I'd like to be able to afford it and have savings where I'm getting ahead and I can afford my Airbnbs. You know, I definitely spend more money on gas. I eat out more, that kind of thing. But it's like, I don't know what to do because I just feel like I love Westcliffe. It's a nice town. I own my house here. I mean, if I want to be a hermit and save money, this is the place to be. Just be a hermit. Don't spend any money. But then there's a part of me that's like, oh, you got to go back to Yuma. There's more. There's so much more. And it's still not quite summer there. It's getting close, though. All right. On Wednesday, it's going to hit 90 in Yuma. Okay. So, but it's starting to get hot there. And I need to return, So I don't know what to do. I don't know that anybody can really give me advice. And I thought I would leave on Wednesday, spend a day, maybe a day and a half in Albuquerque, doing more filming locations, and then hit Phoenix or Gila Bend, and then for a day or two, and then get to Yuma. And there's an Airbnb, this guy, I just think I'm going to like him. He's got an Airbnb sort of on the eastern side of Yuma. It's not too far from the Dunkin' Donuts, so that's always a plus. Yuma's not that big of a town. I still want to go. I want to hike Pilot Knob a few more times. It just feels like there's more to do. There's more desert to explore. I got my trainer, my weightlifting coach in Salida, Green Valley. I can afford her, but I really don't feel comfortable affording her right now. And then also the Airbnbs in Salida and Green Valley and Tucson's not too bad, but Green Valley, Salida they're too pricey. Tuback's too pricey. There is one Airbnb in Tubac I could go back to, but the woman she was kind of annoying. I mean, it was good to stay with her once. I had my own room. I didn't have to talk to her too much, but she was all right. I could go back there. Just don't know. Hey, Bear Paws. How's it going, Bear Paws? Bear Paws. How's it going? I don't know why I'm flexing my muscles, but that's my sign of happiness. So, hey, Bear Paws. Bear Paws, I'm stuck in Colorado. I'm trying to get back down to Arizona. There's still at least 2.5 more months of winter down here or up here. And it's like, there's no point. It's almost summer in Yuma. It's almost summer down there. I got to get back down there. I need to have like a charity fund or a GoFundMe. I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about that. But, I'm working on it. Anyway. So, hey, this is a nice little coffee shop. And it's an old building. You can see the ceiling has like that old Western, I don't know if it's like a tile. It looks like a tile pattern. All right. It's kind of neat. Got big windows right here. Here's Main Street in Westcliffe. There's the one-room movie theater right there. It's a very nice day. It's sunny. I think it's like 35 degrees. That's warm for Westcliffe. Let's see. Right now, it's 38. 38 degrees. It feels like 32. This is warm for us. I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts right now. Look. See, I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts. That's how warm it is right here. Is that amazing? Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Bear Paws, I need money. Can you donate to the Snowbird Fund? How rich are you? I'm just kidding. Seriously, I make... it's all right. It's okay. I'm just venting. I'm kind of frustrated with myself, but I need to be rich. I'm not poor, though, either. Anyway, just forget it. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Say a prayer for me if you're the praying type or the whatever type. But maybe Wednesday, I'm going to get the hell out of Westcliffe. And then I'm going to be in Albuquerque and doing my Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul stuff. And then hopefully I'm going to be in the desert. Because you know what? Life is better in the desert. Don't you know it? Ditch the gym and have the money. Yeah, no. I can't pay my trainer. Crystal's so amazing. She helped me do a pull up. All right. By the way, I am still lifting. I was doing bicep curls, and I got a little muscle, a little bit. I'm tall and skinny. I'll never be really muscular, but anyway, I'm gonna ditch the gym, and then there's an Airbnb where it's just a guy where he's renting a bedroom in his suburban house in Yuma, and it's not insanely expensive. I could stay for like 4 weeks and then maybe stay. I was thinking about going to Ajo for 2 or 3 weeks. There's not as many Airbnbs in Ajo. And I thought maybe try one Airbnb for like a week. Hopefully it works. It's a good one. So anyway, I do have a dental appointment. It's like April 22nd in Salida, which is a suburb of Tucson. So, like, I just have to work my way to Tucson for my dental appointment. I've got a dentist in Colorado and Arizona. It's all mixed up and screwed up, Anyway, it's just crazy. I don't know. I don't know what to say. They have a tuxedo mocha. It's like white chocolate and dark chocolate. And it's a mocha latte drink. I was tempted to get it. But instead I went with my boring decaf Americano. Right there. Yeah, no. I get it, Bear Paws. But sometimes, I've done enough Airbnb stays to make a call. And sometimes it's just helpful to just grab a spot for a month. And you read all the reviews, you see the pictures, you read the guy's profile, and you're like, I'm going to like this guy. We'll get along. Boom, you stay. You know what I mean? So... yeah, that was the only time that was January 2020. That was my only legitimate negative experience. And I was so new to Airbnb that I didn't know how to handle it. If I would have ever had a crazy, I only stayed for 4 nights there too. That was in Ajo. And she was just nuts. She was just disagreeable and just a pain in the ass. So I learned my lesson there. I definitely learned my lesson there. So, but I should have just fought back. I would have handled, it's just like life. Things happen 10, 15. I always think about like 20 years ago, problems, conflicts I had with people or just some issue. And I'm like, wow, I would handle it totally different. And anyway, with Airbnb, I kind of know how to handle things. So that's all. And by the way, with that crazy woman in Ajo, I had my red flags with her before. I saw in retrospect, I see all the red flags. So anyway, but for the most part, I've had great. I was in that tiny home in Yuma. I was in two places in Tubac, each for about 30 days. Each were okay. There's one where I probably wouldn't stay again. And then the other one was actually okay. But they're charging too much in Tubac. Tubac's okay. It's not that great. Yeah, I got mixed feelings about Tubac. So, man, I just missed the desert though. I had a good time in Tubac though. I found those Pima pineapple cactuses, which is like this rare, almost endangered cactus. It only grows outside of Tucson and going towards Tubac and sort of towards the Mexico border. And I found one. And then I found like a few more. I think I found a total of 8 within a short walking distance. And so I've kept it a secret, but I've done videos about it. So if you just go onto definitely YouTube, maybe Google, if you type in Pima pineapple cactus, my videos pop up. Definitely on YouTube, because hardly anybody has videos of them. So they're kind of it's not the most pretty cactus, but when you're a cactus desert nerd like me, you get excited about anything. A sunset, big barrel cactus, or Solaro of the day. Touch the cactus. So anyway, I'm just BSing. So there are these people out here. Looks like a church van. Pierceville Federated Church. You guys got a Chiefs. Here, I'll show them to you. They just look like young. I'm just people watching. It's a bunch of teenagers. I think they're teenagers. I think they're from Kansas. I think they're from Kansas. They were looking at me. They were like, what is he doing? Why is he turning the... One woman's got a sunflower thing on her shirt. I think they're from Kansas. I should ask them. I serve the people of Kansas. I've had a lifetime of service towards people in Kansas, encouraging them to move, offering my financial resources to help them to move, counseling, friendship, and then sending them pictures. And for how many years? 15 years now, making videos of the mountains, encouraging people in Kansas, helping them look at scenery, because they don't have any scenery. And I'm in a position of having advantage. And I've got to give to people, the people of Kansas. It's a very sad. Have you ever lived in Kansas? You know how sad it is. No scenery, no mountains, a lot of wind, and just, my gosh, no mountains. I care, and I do it because I care. So, anyway, I've been in Kansas. I've driven across Kansas so many times. I know how horrible it is. Okay, I've been in Nebraska. I've been in Iowa. Okay, if you say, okay, well, Kansas isn't as bad as other states, maybe you're right. I've been to Iowa. Holy crap, Iowa! You just want to die. You're just in a state of constant depression. Iowa. Oh my gosh. North Texas, that little Texas panhandle, Amarillo, and then you go north, all those little towns like northern Texas. Oh my gosh. I am here for you. Seriously, I'm getting all fired up. I just want to be clear. If you live somewhere outside of Colorado and you're sad because you don't have scenery and that kind of thing, let me know. It inspires me to make videos and send pictures and that kind of thing. I will do it. I do it. Okay? I've encouraged people. There are people who've lived in Colorado who live here now, and they used to live in Kansas. And I help them. And, they I do it out of love. I don't expect anything back. But, it's just a joy to serve people and to, make videos and say, hey, look how beautiful this is. So, yeah. There you go. All right, wait. So, Bear Paws, all right, what are you saying here? An agile. Okay, it's just us three. The desert is tugging at my heart. All right, yeah. I'm pretty sure, here's what I'm thinking. I got I might spend the months of March and April in Arizona. But then once May 1st comes, I'll come back. And last year I got back around May 2nd, and I was like, why did I come back so early? Because it was still winter. It was still winter for a few more weeks. I remember just saying to myself, just come back around May 15th, May 20th. You come back around May 15th, it'll still just have a few winter days. You can get your winter fix. Oh, look at the snow. Usually by the end of May, you know, it's like at least 60 degrees every day. And finally, my aspen tree is budding. By early June, it's like it has its leaves, So that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, you guys. I need more money though. I keep playing the lottery. I shouldn't play the lottery. Just like $1 a week. In Arizona, they've got the $1 lottery. I actually don't play it in Colorado because it's like $2 and then it's like $3. And then I also learned if you win the Colorado lottery, you can't stay anonymous, which is total BS and garbage. That's absolute BS. What was I going to say? But I'm not sure about Arizona, but it's just $1. And if you play the Arizona State Lottery, you win like $2 million. And then after taxes, it's only $1 million. But that's plenty of money for me. I'll just take $1 million. I don't need like the Powerball where it's like 880 million. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I do got to find the perfect Airbnb. Yuma doesn't have a lot of saguaros, though. The saguaro cactuses in Yuma, the few that are there in the desert, there's a few, but there's not a lot. And the ones that do grow out there, it's too hot. It's too hot, and there's not enough rainfall. Even the Yuma desert's like a little too extreme. The Ocotillos love it out there, So but actually that's kind of good because I'm getting tired of my saguaros of the day. The saguaros of the day are just. Anyway, by the way, I'm wiping my camera here, making it a little clearer. I like the saguaros of the day, but sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh. I've done like 960 saguaros of the day. 960 videos. I don't know, man. Oh, yeah. Hey, my old roommate in Green Valley, he's in prison. And he's in Yuma. And I haven't gotten around. There's all the hoops you got to jump through and the background check and all this crazy stuff. And so I haven't been able to visit him. Oh, your great grandpa. Okay. I really like Yuma. It was funny. Yuma's right on the California border and the Mexico border. I kept driving across into California and biking around Winter Haven and Pilot Knob and the Imperial Sand Dunes. And there's still actually, I hate to say, there's even more stuff to do just right across the California border. So downtown Yuma was cool, though. Yuma's good, though, too. I'm not knocking the Arizona side of the river there. There's plenty to do. And that southeast part of Yuma, it's very deserty. I got to explore with my bike. So anyway. So Bear Paws, you don't have any current friends who are in prison? No? What, Florence, Colorado? What are you talking about? Or Florence, Arizona? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I've been to Florence, Arizona once or twice. So, you know. Okay. Florence, Arizona. We'll see. We'll see. I think I'm going to Yuma for the most part. I might just spend 2 months in Yuma, and I don't know what to do. Hey, in other news, just a little personal thing. There's only 3 people watching, but I am pushing. Part of my efforts is with work and everything. I'm really pushing my private practice where I made business cards and I'm really networking with my professional contacts. And I made a website, and it's right there, wanderingelkwellness.com. So it has my website, has my picture, my bio, and so if people want to just pay me, I do all therapy by video. So anywhere in the world can contract me, and I accept most major insurances. If insurance has to be in Colorado, but I have a cash rate, and I take credit cards, and and I do like therapy through Google Meet or FaceTime or Sondermind. Anyway, there's all these ways, but if you're looking for a therapist, I do all of it by video. And so anyway, that's my little website. It's terrible right now. It's just basic HTML from the early zeros. But I'm just hoping. I'm going to try to make it a little. I need to improve it over the weekend. But I just want my basic information there. Then I made business cards, and I'm tired of these companies. I'm partnered with all these companies where they give me clients, and then they take like 30% of a cut, and I get paid less, but usually they give me clients, and I'm busy, and because now they're starting to, like, the economy's not that good. Some of these companies don't have many clients to give anymore. And one company is just a pain. I still want to fire them for being dumb, and so anyway, so Wandering Elk Wellness. And actually Gemini on the AI on my Chromebook, I was conversing with Gemini. They gave me the name Wandering Elk Wellness. It's a very Colorado-y business name. And I had a picture of elk running across a dirt road. So I used that and put a columbine. I got to work on it. It still is a work in progress, but it's at least semi-respectable that if someone has my business card and they're like, oh, I want to research this guy, they'll hopefully find my website and say, oh, okay, here's Steve. So yeah. I got to work it. This 2020 is the year to just work it. And even if I'm not full-time, I get paid full for the clients that see me directly, that kind of thing. So as opposed to these companies where they feed you clients and then they take 30%, or they feed you clients and they pay you like hardly anything. So that's like BetterHelp is like that. There's some other companies. Hey, you doing okay? I'm good. It's nice to see you. I'm so sad the Family Dollar is closed. Oh my gosh.
I miss you guys a lot. I don't miss my job.
Really?
I miss my customers. You guys know what
I know.
There were so many times I wanted to quit and be done with it.
Really?
It was a horrible company to work for.
Oh, really?
I loved my job because I loved you guys.
Oh.
You guys have kept me going.
Oh.
I miss you guys.
Well, it's nice to see you. Keep smiling. Okay. All right, take care. No bag, no receipt. All right. Take care. Read my questionnaire. I'm gonna explain who I was just talking to. No. I pay for my own. I'm totally self-employed. Totally self-employed. If I get health insurance, it's on me. And thankfully, with the Affordable Care Act, I buy my health care on the exchange, and I usually get a subsidy. So when people are talking smack against it, they call it Obamacare. And when they're kind of like talking highly of it, it's the Affordable Care Act. So, but anyway, that's where I get my insurance. So, but yeah. So I'm just working it. I'm just working. You know how it is. Anyway, there's a lot to say about it. By the way, the woman I was just talking to, she was the manager at the Family Dollar, and the Family Dollar closed. The woman with the red hair there, she's really nice. I don't even know her name, but there she is. All right. I don't want to invade her privacy, but she's a nice woman. And so the Family Dollar went out of business, and every time I would go in there, and I would go in there like 4 or 5 days a week, and I would just buy my one candy. Okay, I would just say no bag, no receipt, and after a while, they would just see me and they'd just say no bag, no receipt, and that became my name. And then the people at the Dollar General, that's how they know me. And then some people at the supermarket too. A couple of the cashiers, I'm training them. They just like, hey, no bag, no receipt. You know, one woman at the Dollar General, her name's Erica. For a while, it was like, she was like, well, what's your name? And I was like, you don't need to just call me no bag, no receipt. That's all. Just call me No. No for short. Middle name Bag. Last name No Receipt. You know? I don't know if you heard her. She was just saying, I don't know if she's got a job or what she's doing, but she was like, oh, I love the job. I love the people, but she hated Family Dollar. So, yeah. Florence is close to Phoenix. It's okay. Maybe I'll get to Florence. Well, we'll see. Anyway, I just want to say my little practice. I may have to splurge like $1,000 and hire somebody to make a really nice website. That's like old HTML, that website here. But it just goes to the whole issue of I meet people and nobody has self-confidence. Nobody has self-confidence. Most people don't. They compare themselves to others, and they look at other people and they're like, you could be successful. You know, you've got what it takes. Blah, blah, blah. But me, oh no, not me. Sort of that imposter syndrome. It's a combination of imposter syndrome and then comparing yourself to others. And it's like, anyway. So I got just a couple of clients that pay me directly, and it totally works. I take credit cards, you know. So I just gotta move forward and just be patient. So I'll make it happen. So yeah. Hey, listen, Westcliffe is not a bad town. Yes, I am a snowbird. I love winter. I love freezing cold. I just don't need it for 7-8 months out of the year. Okay, give me 1 or 2 months of winter, and that's wonderful. Okay, I love being freezing cold. All right, but again, like after a while, it's like, come on, I want to wear my shorts. So anyway, but here's the point. Westcliffe is a cute little town. When you combine Westcliffe and Silvercliff, it's roughly 1,000 people, maybe 1,200. I think it's less during the winter, and in the summer it might be bigger. But there's a lot of good people here. It's just a small town with everybody drives slow, everyone's friendly, and you know what I mean. It's a rural, small little cowboy town with ranchers outside of town. I mean, some of it, there's pluses and minuses to everything, but like I really do. I've lived here for 8 years. I know lots of people. The people who work at the Sugar Lump, they all know me, or they at least know I always get a decaf Americano. It's like my usual thing. So, and anyway, you know, like it's hard to explain, but after a while, you just start seeing the same people over and over at the library, at the supermarket, your neighbors. the few people at the gym, same old stuff. So I was sad. There was the cashier, this woman in her 50s. She died. I forgot her name, but she worked at the Ace Hardware. She was a cashier there. I think she was in her upper 50s. I did read her obituary. But she died a couple of months ago. I just read the newspaper online. That was really sad. So many times I go to the Ace Hardware. We do have a hardware store in our town. And, you just get, people grow on you in this town. It's almost like that. People grow on you, and, so. Yeah. You want me to play that? I haven't gone to the community dinner in a bunch of years. And, but that Westcliffe community dinner, let me play that. Come on, YouTube. Wasn't that a great one? Westcliffe community dinner. I think they call it the Custer County. Here it is. This was a cool one. And then Terry and Cheryl's the one that blurts out, "Not too shabby." It's the Westcliffe community dinner.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Hey, look, Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. I think that's the next episode. I'm doing a Breaking Bad binge watch. So, all right. Tonight I'm gonna buy a pizza, and then I'm gonna just sit on my couch and watch Breaking Bad all night. Because what else is there to do? I don't have a life. Anyway, but really, the Westcliffe is a good town. There's, people are people. Nobody's perfect, but it's a good town. It's very, what? Here's seriously, here's the thing that I think about, especially with me being back here in Westcliffe, is, it's like so peaceful here. Like I was in Yuma, and then I was in Green Valley, Tubac, Salida. Tubac wasn't too bad, but like Yuma, it's like very stressful, the driving, the pace, the people. Then you come here and it's like 5 blocks to the supermarket, 2 blocks to the coffee shop, 2 blocks to the gym. My massage therapist is like 1.5 blocks away. Like I haven't even filled up my gas tank since I've been here because all I do is just putter like 5 miles around town. Well, I went to Salida twice. Okay. And anyway, I'm saving so much money on gas. If I have to go to the supermarket, it's just such a relaxed drive on back roads. And there's no traffic light around town. It's so nice like that. So that's what beats Yuma. So anyway, I'm just talking. Yeah. I think the people in Kansas, I need to ask these people where they're from. There's one woman with the... All right, we'll see. All right. See, people in Kansas, they come here. My friend Kansas Kelly, I got her to move to Colorado. But then she did move back. She had a bad experience with a boyfriend, and it kind of blew up in her face. And then she went back to Kansas. So Kansas Kelly. So here you go. Anyway, I'm just BSing with you. I appreciate Agile, and Bear Paws. I appreciate both of you. I appreciate my regulars. I appreciate everybody. But, sometimes my regulars, I don't do social media outside of YouTube. I pretty much quit Facebook. I might visit once or twice a year. Twitter, I've pretty much quit. And so when it comes to connection, hey, look at what I'm doing. The only thing I have is YouTube. All right. You know what I mean? So, and my channel, how it is, if you do something, for me at least, I do something interesting, and I'm like, oh wow, I get to show it off, and maybe get some feedback or get some views. Sometimes my videos, my little cycling videos or adventure videos, sometimes YouTube picks them up and drives strangers to them. Sometimes they don't. That's okay. So, yeah. I only do YouTube now. Yeah. So listen. All right, I love Westcliffe, but if I did have like endless money, I would probably buy a house. I'd sell my house here, and I'd live in Salida or somewhere in that southern Chaffee County. Probably in Salida. I probably would live in Salida, just like a townhome, live there for 6 months, and then do Arizona. Salida is, and Salida, everyone loves Salida. There's more to do. It's a bigger town. The downtown area is really neat. You got the river. You're closer you got more access to the mountains. Anyway, and then you got the ski area too. People go there because Monarch Mountain is a short drive. So yes, Salida is more expensive. I figured it out. Salida is like double and a half. Okay, so 250%. So if you have a house that's worth like 250 grand, it'll be 500 plus. It'll be like 625 in Salida. I kid you not. The same kind of house. It's at least double, if not more. So, yeah, Salida's a great town, though, man. It's a great town. It's a great town. Don't get me going. I had one friend that was like challenging me about abundance and the law of attraction. And I'm like, okay, I'm all for that. I just don't have the money. I'm not making enough money. By the way, if I sold my house in Westcliffe and took all the money and put it into a house in Salida, I would just have a huge mortgage again. Who wants a huge mortgage? Anyway, I'm just blabbing, but Salida is a great town, and unfortunately, everybody agrees with me. And so because of that, it's expensive. Pueblo's cheaper. Walsenburg is cheaper. Trinidad. But then it's like you're not even in the mountain. Walsenburg's anyway, I'm not going to speak ill, but they're just not as nice towns. So, but it's cool though. I've been back in Westcliffe for 2.5 weeks. I just run to so many. I've realized I've lived here for 8 years. There's so many people that know me. They know my face, and it's like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. What are you up to? Blah blah blah. That kind of thing. Pretty neat. I was watching the Super Bowl at the it's the panini place, the bar and grill, and they make paninis. And then my neighbor was there, and we were talking. It's a small town. It's a small town. I've learned I'm much more private for a lot of reasons, but one guy was just telling me that he lost his job. He got fired, and his job was here in Westcliffe. And then it was like, he told me a lot. And then I know another person that works there too. And it's like, if I wanted to be a busybody, I could be like, hey, I heard from this person. He got fired. I could be a total. Anyway, but it's just a laid back kind of town where most people who live here, they, want to be friendly, want to socialize a little, whatever, so there you go. No, where are these people here? Lots of people. Those people. I think they're part of the Kansas. I don't know if it was a church. I saw a church bus, a church van. So, Trying to think where the San Luis Valley. Go live in Saguache or Center. Go live in like Blanca or Fort Garland, somewhere in the San Luis. I think Alamosa is pretty cheap. You're kind of in the mountains. You're not, but you're not far from the mountains. Alamosa is a little questionable. Del Norte, you're getting closer to the mountains, but anyway. But if you're in the mountains, then it's pricey. Buena Vista, I lived in Buena Vista for 8 years. I didn't buy a house because I wasn't making enough money. I was younger. I should have been making more money. I was in my 30s, which is not, you should be making a living. But I was a late bloomer. I was scratching away. I was just obsessed with hiking mountains and doing everything in the mountains. And I had my photography blog. So anyway, the prices, I remember in 2005, 2006, 2008, homes in Buena Vista were affordable. Like, if you just had a decent job, you could afford a house in Buena Vista. Now it's like, Buena Vista might be a little bit cheaper than Salida, but not by much. So Crestone, even Crestone, I don't think Crestone's probably pretty cheap. There's so much land out there. You are so isolated in Crestone. You know what I mean? Like, it is a one-way dead end to Crestone. The only way out is to drive, 12, 15 miles, and you think you get to Moffett. And then you're just in Moffett. You got a post office, a gas station. I think there's like, a convenience store, maybe 2 convenience stores. That's it. And then from there, then you got to, like, if you want a real town, you got to go to Alamosa. Then you got another hour. You just better isolate. You better be one of those people where you just don't like people and you just live off the fat of the land and you don't, you know what I mean? You're kind of a hermit. You like chopping down trees for your wood and just being isolated. I don't mean to be negative though. But I mean, Crestone's got all the weird spiritual places and whatever, sort of like, I've heard good things about it. I've heard a couple of people I've known have gone there and said it was wonderful, or some spiritual retreat center doing yoga or like whatever, sort of these non-traditional type things. So, Bear Paws. I'm just going to briefly say I haven't heard from Louisiana John and Barb. I did hear from them like in December, and now it's like look, I'm just going to say it. It's one of those friendships where it's like I'm kind of sad to say it, but it's one of those dynamics where I'm making the effort. I'm always the one reaching out saying, hey, let's hang out. And it's like, it's never reciprocated. So I'm in that little quandary with them, So I still love them, but I'm definitely in a place where I'm like, you can contact me. That's all. I'm sorry. That's all. Hey, Colleen. Yes, I used to be Colorado Guy. That's right. ColoradoGuy.com. I made a bunch. I didn't get rich, but I made a little bit of income each month through all the Google advertising, the pay-per-click stuff. So before Buena Vista, I was in Manitou Springs for 4 years and then Colorado Springs for 4 years. Yeah. So I know Buena Vista really well. So pretty neat. So anyway. Anyway, I'm sorry to discuss that topic. I want to keep things positive, but I want to keep things real. Sometimes, anyway, maybe I'm guilty of this, but throughout my lifetime, it's been far too often I'm the one making the effort. Maybe not always, but I'm making the effort. Hey, let's hang out. Hey, text or let's meet up. It's like, nope. So I definitely have I usually once a year I go through my phone like around New Year's and I'm like, what friendships are here where it's like, so, all right, let me ask these people. Hey, where are you guys from?
Oh, we're just talking.
No, I was just curious, where are you from?
Here.
Oh, you are? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw like a Kansas, a church van from Kansas. Never mind. Okay, well, anyway, I'll let you be. I think they're teenagers. They were like, we're locals. We live here. So there you go. I thought they were from. They look like they're from Kansas. Is that a Kansas State? Is that a Kansas State Wildcats shirt? Yeah, Colleen. Colleen, where do you live? I'm just curious. Did you used to follow my Colorado guy? Man, in the early zeros, throughout the zeros and early tens, I was like obsessed with going out in the mountains, just whatever, photographing the scenery and updating almost every day, a few times a week at least. And, now I just do YouTube. I just do videos. But before it was like photography. And then I had like hiking information. I was hiking all these mountains. And I had a Mount Princeton photo of the day website. Always doing a daily kind of thing. So anyway. There you go. Who's still here? Am I boring now? Maybe I'm boring. It's okay. By the way, with promoting my private practice, I've thought about starting a whole nother YouTube channel where I just talk about therapeutic issues. There are therapists that are like experts, you know what I mean? They talk about issues. I've thought about just doing little videos talking about issues and just having my website, my phone number at the bottom. So I've thought about doing that. I'm just not sure. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I brought my, hey, Agile. I brought my Salida. I've got my Salida hoodie. See, it says Salida. So I got this hoodie, but it's not. I feel good about the t-shirt. It's like 38 degrees and sunny. That's really warm for us. Oh my gosh. Colleen, listen. I still try to it's not like the old days, but I still try to make videos of Colorado. If you go in the video tab, like here's the latest video I made. The mountains are so big and glorious. And let's see here. Here's a good one. Oh, if you live in Kansas, Nebraska or Iowa. You know, you can just click that. So anyway, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. I've also noticed I make more not too shabby videos when I'm on the road. When I'm traveling, if I'm just in a city that I'm new to. For a while there in Yuma, I think it was 16 or 17 days in a row, I made one not too shabby. I at least made one. And after like 2 or 3 days, I was like, oh, wow, I've made one each day. Okay, just try to make one every day. You know, it really adds up. I'm up to 3,134 not too shabbies. I think somewhere around there. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? You know? So. Oh my gosh, Colleen, where do you live in Nebraska? Like where in Northeast? Can I look up your town? Would you feel comfortable telling me? I'm just curious. Kind of neat. Northeast Nebraska. That's where Gene Takovic. Have you watched Better Call Saul? Gene Takovic managed the Cinnabon in Omaha, Nebraska. Wow. Oh, that's wonderful, Colleen. That's so great. Have you seen I got to ask if you've seen Better Call Saul. I'm not going to say anything more if you haven't watched it. I don't want to spoil it for you. But Nebraska is in, you know, Nebraska gets represented. All right. So here you go. Oh my gosh. Oh, you don't watch much TV? I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, it's okay. So, but there you go. And so you lived in the Springs in 1978. I got to Colorado in 1997, and I arrived. I ended up in Colorado Springs. So it's a long time ago. Yeah, it was crazy time. That was a crazy time. You're where South Dakota and Iowa and Nebraska all meet. Oh my gosh. Have you ever been to the exact marker where all three states meet? That would be really interesting. Is it right on the river? That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty neat. So there you go. Oh my gosh. All right, it was really busy here. Now it's quieted down. So. Yeah, you're always going up. Yeah, because I started my website in 2001. Very quickly, I was like, oh my gosh, it was very early on in the internet. And people were still just reading things and looking at pictures, you know, and sort of surfing the net. And I had pictures of everything. I mean, I was ahead of the game. For a while. It's pretty fun. And so I was in the Springs from 97 to 01, then Manitou. I was taking pictures of Manitou, every Manitou Springs event. You know, it's pretty neat. Going up to Woodland Park. Anyway, it was fun. Manitou Springs hasn't changed that much. Like I was in town, I was like, okay, there's a few. The businesses have changed, and there's park meters. There's a few, I guess, different things, but at its core, Manitou is still this unchanged little village wedged in this little canyon, you know. Oh, wow, Colleen, that's really interesting. 30 miles from the river. No kidding. Wow. That's pretty cool. It's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. You know, let me see how much warmer it's going. On my list, if I leave for Arizona on Wednesday, I need to clean my car. And today would be a good day to do it. Let me just see. Right now, 39. 39 and sunny. It feels like 31. I think I know I might actually. I think I'm gonna. What time is it? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go home and clean my car. I'm sorry. I'm gonna wrap this up, but no, we don't have big water like that in Colorado. We do not. So, hey, listen. Thank you to everyone who watched, commented, and all that. All right. And hey, listen to me. Make it a great day. Well, I would say make it a great day in the desert. It just doesn't ring to just say make it a great day in the cold, in the mountains. But Agile, take care of you. Yeah. I'm gonna clean my car out. I gotta get back to Yuma. All right, take care. I don't know if Bear Paws is still around. Really, thank you to everyone watching. You know, so all right. Well, all right, seriously, great. Take care, everyone. Bye. So long. Till next time.